We're going to the gym now. Let's get it. So hot. Must roll down windows. Honestly, it's kind of embarrassing, but I'm gonna show you guys anyways. I really need to clean up my car. I work in my car, like that's what I do all day. I drive places. So naturally, it's gonna be messy just because it's my place of employment, I guess. But I should really work on keeping it a bit cleaner. Look at all that paper. I don't even know what that stuff is. Closed today. No way! That was a surprise. The vlog just got interesting. Did not expect that. The gym is closed. We have another gym, so need worry not. But the only thing about the other gym is basically they're gonna make us do a big orientation because we can get a free pass if we sit through their sales pitch, basically. Which is not fun when you want to work out, but we'll see. Maybe we can do some sweet talking. Look, Keith, you're pretty sweet. I'm sure you can talk them out of it.
No, I
Come on, Noah. Come on, Noah. Two more. One. Last one. Thanks. Amazing workout with the Keith. It's home time now. I'm gonna clean the car, and then we're gonna have a bit of a story time. Coupons. Gotta save those. I have so many water bottles. Another water bottle. That's recycling. Nailed it! Mom, I'm here to return all the water bottles I've stolen.
Thank you, honey. Where's all the ice packs?
In here.
Okay. I'll replenish you tomorrow.
Thank you. So, oh, that beeping needs to stop. So, if you're wondering why I grabbed chalk, which is probably a legitimate thing to wonder, I'll tell you why. As I mentioned earlier, I work in my car. I work in my car, like that's what I do all day. Now that doesn't mean that I spend all day just sitting in my car. It means that I drive my car around. So I get to see a lot of things and witness a lot of bad drivers. But yesterday, something stood out to me, and it definitely isn't part of the job regularly, but it's been sticking out of my mind and I can't get it out of my mind. So I thought I'd discuss it with you guys because I feel it's important. And to do that, I'm going to use chalk. So if you're unable to tell due to my horrible art capabilities, this is a road. It is now a road with trees. So the reason for this terrible drawing isn't to show off my drawing skills, it's actually to serve as a diagram for the story I have to tell you guys. Because yesterday, I witnessed a terrible car crash and I just need to get something off my chest, and hopefully this will help. So it started off with me traveling the road. It was very mountainous and very hilly and tons of trees everywhere. And it was definitely, I could tell it was a dangerous road just because you can't see what's around the corner. So you have to take it slow. So I was going up and up, and I was driving like 5 minutes into the mountain hill. And I turned the corner and boom, right here is like a terrible accident. Basically, it was a Jeep. It's a huge car with the front end totally flattened. Like the front end was completely crumpled, and another car, I forget where this one was hit, but it was definitely hit. And then there was just gas and oil and everything on the ground and a person laying there. So as I pulled up and I saw that, I immediately stopped and I was like, oh my gosh, I must have been like jaw dropped. And then some guy came running out from between the cars and he's like, go, 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 you gotta get out of here. Turn around, you can't be here. So I took my car and I went here and did like a 3-point turn and started driving away. Then I pulled over here. I just pulled over and thought for a minute. I was like, Like, I couldn't even think. I didn't know what I just saw. It was absolutely insane. I then called my boss in the next place I had to work at and told them like, hey, I can't get through because there's a car crash. And in the time I had to do that and drive back down the 5-minute drive I had driven up, then the ambulance, or it wasn't an ambulance, it was a fire truck that I saw, came driving up there, which means that like when that happened, I got there like 30 seconds after it happened because I had enough time to sit there and think, call 2 people and drive back down, and then the fire truck came. So it was, I don't know, even just thinking about it's freaking me out. My thoughts and my prayers go out to that family or the families involved. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. Now, it's not just the physical accident that's been on my mind. Like, that was freaky and I've never seen something like that before. But it's more so the fact that those people, when they left their house in the morning, did not think that anything was going to happen. They thought it was going to be a normal day. They're going to go on with their day, whether they were going to work or like going to shop or do whatever. They were just on their way, and then a tragedy struck just like that. Like, out of nowhere, tragedy. It's really got me thinking, because when you leave the house in the morning, or just even when you're at home, you have no idea how the next hour, the next like 2 hours, the next day, the next week, the next month is going to play out. Like, you don't. No one does. And it's just crazy how in the blink of an eye, something like that, your entire life, the people around you, entire life, your friends, your family, can change. And so I know you've probably heard this a million times, but it really made me think, and I really think that it's important to drive home that you can't take what you have for granted. In reality, everyone is so blessed. Like, things could always be worse. And of course, there's always gonna be something more that you could have or that you want. But just think about it. In a second, everything could change, and I don't know. It's on my mind, and I just think that you gotta be thankful and you can't take what you have for granted. Because I know some days I wake up and I'm like, oh, hi mom, thanks for breakfast, okay, I'm leaving to work now. You never know, man. You never know. I guess there's been a lot of shots of my car door being opened and closed this episode. I mean, it's a nice door. Thank you, Mom. I love you. I appreciate you.
I know you do.
You too, Dad. Sandwiches are done, and I'm just editing up the vlog now, and I think I'm gonna call it here. Before I end the vlog off, I just want to say I'm sorry that it wasn't upbeat and happy like most of my other vlogs are, but just the subject matter and what I wanted to say and get off my chest obviously wouldn't allow that, because it's a pretty intense subject, and I just want to say thank you for listening if you stuck around. Again, one last time, and my thoughts and my prayers go out to all those involved in the crash, and I hope you guys can keep them in the back of your mind as well. Just remember, don't take anything for granted. For real. Other than that though, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see every single one of you, hopefully every single one of you, in another one.